I remember as a freshman in high school, I got into the unhealthy pattern of putting myself down to some of the older kids because I didn't want them to think I was arrogant. I wanted to make them comfortable around me. I'm not sure when or why I stopped doing that, but somehow I realized it wasn't healthy and I mostly stopped. But I still apologized too often, even when I had done nothing wrong. And sometimes the old pattern of making myself small to make others comfortable would sneak back in. I'm going to list some of the problems that arise when we make ourselves small to make others comfortable. I'll then explain how you can keep your values intact without continuing to sacrifice yourself. If you continue to make yourself small, then problem number one, you're not living authentically. You're not expressing who you really are. The more you suppress your own abilities, insights, skills, and preferences, the more you'll become disconnected from yourself. You'll be more like a robot. You won't even know what you really prefer in different situations because you've been suppressing that part of yourself. One way to tell if this has happened is that you feel like you take on the personality and interests of any close friends or dating partners. It's good to develop new interests when other people expose us to new things, but their interest shouldn't be our only interests. Now, if you're not feeling disconnected from yourself, then you'll likely just get increasingly frustrated and resentful that your own needs aren't met. You're always taking care of everyone else and addressing their agendas and their desires, but you've lost your own voice. Or maybe you never had a voice to begin with. You don't know how to communicate your needs to others. One thing you may not have considered is that all of your efforts to make people feel good, even at your own expense, may go unnoticed. Not only is sacrificing yourself not healthy for you, but there's a good chance it's not even recognized or appreciated either. Problem number two, you miss out on having real relationships with people. If who you are is always changing with the situation, then nobody gets to know who you really are. You're sort of a vanilla canvas. People may not actively dislike you, but they're probably not that interested in being around you either. Let me ask you this. Would you rather a friend or partner tell you what they're thinking and feeling, even if it's hard for you to hear? Or would you rather them try to guess what it is you want them to say and then say that? I'm going to take a guess that you'd prefer that they be honest. Well, why do you think they wouldn't want you to be honest with them too? I know it's risky to be ourselves and to express our thoughts and opinions. Nobody wants to be rejected. But putting ourselves out there a bit is really the only way to genuinely connect with others. If you feel lonely and wish you were more connected with others, ask yourself if you've been masking who you really are. Wouldn't it be better to weed out the people who don't really vibe with the real us, and then they can continue on their own paths and we can continue on ours? If we're emotionally honest, then those that become really connected with us will be there with us because they want to be with us, not some chameleon version of ourselves. Problem number three, emotional and psychological stress. Every time we behave in a way that's not congruent with who we really are, there's a psychological cost. It builds up in the background, usually slowly enough that we're not aware of it. But eventually, this internal conflict, stress, and anxiety gets the best of us. We may become depressed or just really dissatisfied with our lives. And that chronic stress may also result in physical health problems. Problem number four, missed opportunities for personal growth. Facing and embracing our uniqueness often leads to personal development. If we suppress who we are, then we miss opportunities to grow, learn, and become more resilient. Problem number five, reduced impact and influence personally and professionally. The world doesn't benefit from your great qualities. What's so great, you might say? Well, if you really do care about people and you want the world to be a better place, a kinder place with more harmony, then the world needs you. Please don't sit on the bench. You have more to offer the world than you give yourself credit for. You can still be a quiet, behind-the-scenes kind of person who leaves a positive legacy behind, but please don't waste your life by being silent. If you're getting value from this video so far, support the channel by hitting the like button so that this video can spread to more people and I can focus on creating increasingly better content for you. Thank you. If you're ready to at least consider not sacrificing yourself anymore to make others comfortable, here are a few thoughts. 1, stop apologizing. If you screw up, then by all means own it and apologize, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about not apologizing for your own existence anymore. Before you say the words, "I'm sorry," stop yourself. If you've done nothing wrong, don't apologize. But you say, "I don't like bothering people. I don't want to inconvenience anyone. So it just seems polite to start my request with, 'I'm sorry to bother you, but,'" stop it, please. Instead of saying sorry, start thanking people for their time or for helping you instead. To put it bluntly, if you apologize all the time, even when you've done nothing wrong, then people are likely to see you as weak. They're not going to respect you, and unfortunately, some of them will probably try to take advantage of you. We do teach people how to treat us. It's hard, but it's possible to change the message we send to others about this. 2, stop saying, "I'm fine," or "I don't care." As soon as someone asks for your input, whether it's a question at work or something as simple as what you're having for a meal, don't let these default responses come out. Pause and try to express an opinion. You've left yourself out of the equation for so long that you've programmed yourself not to answer questions like this and to defer to what others want or think. Stop. Do your best to give an honest response. 3, start small. I think of this like learning to drive a car. Start out in an empty parking lot, then drive on uncrowded side streets. Work your way up to driving on busy highways and freeways as you improve. So, in this case, start by identifying areas or situations where you feel most comfortable and secure expressing yourself. What's the parking lot you can drive in other words? Where do you feel the least threatened? Start there. And start by expressing opinions about things that aren't a big deal and that aren't really controversial. Things like what you want to eat and what movie you liked. Start wearing some of the clothes that reflect your personal style. Continue to challenge yourself more as your confidence grows, but the most important thing is to keep expressing yourself even if it's about small things. The point here is to get into the habit of expressing yourself. 4, consider journaling. Start keeping a journal where you can express your thoughts and feelings privately. This can really help improve your self-awareness, which is a key factor in learning to express yourself to others. I know that for some people this topic is intimidating. Just remember that the world is run by people no smarter, better, or worthy than you or me. I wish you the best on your journey. Please subscribe if you like content like this. Be sure to turn on the bell notification so that you're aware when I've released new videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next one.